Sure.
That's all right. We're doing good. Part two. Okay. Now let's talk about learning inside the classroom.
Yeah.
Now the issue of autism.
Right.
Okay. Now we know we're going to give liberals. We'll think about the Carr brothers. You guys will give credit to the liberals when they have to.
Yeah.
The liberals did good.
Yes.
To put the resources toward the classroom to treat kids with autism. With the cutbacks, do you plan to touch that, or?
No, in fact, the services for autism actually spanned over two governments. The Lord government started introducing measures for the early child identification of autism, the early years, and that then got expanded upon by the previous government, the Liberals. So they put more resources in, and for training of TAs as well in the school system. And so we're actually working to enhance that. We have a report in New Brunswick called the McKay Report that did an extensive review of inclusion and better supporting students with exceptionalities. And so we're looking at actually delivering better services and putting more resources and utilizing the resources better for those with autism and other exceptionalities.
There are some people around the Premier, won't mention no names, will be nice, but they have different views on autism, how kids with autism should be treated. Like they should be in the same classroom, and they don't learn anything, but, like, do they plan to return to the old ways, or?
Well, the McKay Report actually is a report that was commissioned that it provides recommendations on how to enhance services and support for all children to learn. And what that means is that all children can learn, and that all children are at different levels, and that we have to respond to the learning needs of all children so that every child can reach their full potential. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that every child has to be in the classroom 100% of the time, and no classroom should be a jail for any student, and that depending on the needs of that child. When you remove a child from a classroom based on convenience, then that's where you get into a slippery slope. When you remove a child from a classroom because of their individual needs, and especially autism with sensory issues that can't be around a lot of hustle and bustle, then you have to accommodate that child so that they can learn in a better environment. So we're looking at enhancing the utilization of our teachers' assistants, of our resource and methods. We're also looking at the assessment process that is a lengthy waiting list for students with autism and other exceptionalities. We're dealing with Department of Health, Social Development, Public Safety at times, and we're actually working to integrate those services and those systems so that we have better response for students.
If you plan to cut services for the classroom for kids with autism, do you plan to have a public meeting, or?
Well, we're not planning to cut services in the classroom for students with autism or any student. What we're looking at are more of the administrative type services, like HR, like finance, even the autobus, the transportation system for school buses. Are there ways that we can share resources between the 14 school districts on the administrative side, so then we free up more resources to help with our financial situation, but also to focus on the learning in the classroom. So we're not looking to make any cuts for autism or any services in the classroom.
Good, that's good enough for me. Okay, and the part